Have you ever watched a streamer play Minecraft and go, dude, I bet I could do way better? So you hop into game and then you fail miserably. But that's only because you didn't put time into it. For me, it was XQC. October 4th, 2020, XQC beats Minecraft at 59 minutes and 37 seconds, a laughable time by today's standards. 3 years later, the time was shortened to 16 minutes and 38 seconds. Suddenly, not so funny. But why does this matter? Because I can't accept that this guy is better than me at Minecraft. This is a matter of principle, of pride. Today, I'm going to spend 100 hours speedrunning Minecraft, get a time below 16 minutes and 38 seconds, and prove that I'm a better gamer than XQC. Let's fucking go! Let's do this. I hopped into Minecraft and started my first speedrun. To begin this challenge, I wanted to finish a run and establish a baseline. As I was completely new to speedrunning, I only had a rough idea of what I was supposed to do. I knew that I needed an iron pickaxe and a bucket, so I mined for iron manually, finding a cave and getting into the nether in 13 minutes. For comparison, at 13 minutes, XQC was already heading to the stronghold. Meanwhile, I wasn't even close to being done. I searched for a bastion and a fortress, but after an hour and 30 minutes, I ran out of food and died to a bunch of blazes. Things were not going well, and it was clear I had a lot to learn. After a few more failures, I finally finished my first run. In this run, I decided to start from a village. With a village start, I can kill the iron golem for iron and trade with the villagers for a bucket. Most importantly, I can get loads of bread. Now once we enter the nether, instead of blindly searching, we can use the debug menu F3 to find structures. The entity count can be used to find bastions, and the pie chart with Shift F3 can be used to find blaze spawners. More on that later. At 55 minutes, I located the stronghold and finally made it to the end. Now normally, speedrunners use beds to kill the dragon. But yeah, it was not a good idea. I ended up slaying the dragon with a stone sword, beating the game in 1 hour and 33 minutes. This was not a good start. My first goal was to get a sub 1 hour run. But first, let's break the speedrun down into parts and see what I can improve on. A speedrun consists of 4 parts: the overworld, the nether, the stronghold, and the end. In the overworld, your goal is to get simple resources and build a portal to the nether as soon as possible. The nether is where you'll get the materials needed to get to the end. To build the end portal, we need 12 Eyes of Ender. We'll first go to the Bastion and trade with piglins for ender pearls. Then we'll find a nether fortress and kill blazes for blaze rods. When combining these two, we get Eyes of Ender, which we can then use to locate the stronghold back in the overworld. Inside the stronghold, we need to find the end portal, go to the end, and kill the ender dragon. The section I wanted to first focus on was Bastions. Bastions are the king of speedruns. By trading gold ingots with piglins, you can get obsidians, ender pearls, and a bunch of goodies needed to complete the run. The problem was that their drop rates are abysmal, so every gold block matters. There are 4 types of bastion. Take staples for example. This bastion has over 5 variations. And I know from these 3 towers and these 1 block gap that there's 12 gold blocks in the top half and 18 gold blocks in the bottom half, totaling to 270 trades. Of course, you can't just throw 270 ingots at 1 piglin. That would take all day. So you would need to memorize a route as well to group them together. So that is what I did. Over the next 4 hours, I practiced again and again, meticulously, memorizing every spot in the bastion. Oh, I'm dead. No! Alright. Route. I feel like it's very inconsistent. Probably better for me to just do it slowly. Hey, if you liked the video so far, consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. Alright. No! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe that Warhog really killed me. If you pay close attention, you would notice that my runs are not proportional to my hours. This is because I only count runs when I make it to the nether. Most of my runs die when I fail to find a lava lake. Of course, not all of them die due to luck. But on the bright side, my portal times were improving. What used to take 12 minutes now only takes 5
and 27 seconds.
The next element of luck comes from nether generation. It is not uncommon for you to spawn in the middle of a cave, have to dig yourself out, run past 4 fortresses, and still not find a bastion. To make matters worse, traversing the nether requires a lot of trial and error. Like, bro, why am I facing a whole firing squad? Anyways, let's analyze this next run to gauge my current skill level. After getting a new PB of 5 minutes and 10 seconds in the overworld, I then took 12 minutes to travel to the bastion and 11 minutes trading, which takes pros only 3 minutes. At the blaze spawner, I mine out the bottom blocks to make them spawn faster and use my massive brain to triangulate the location of the stronghold.
0.6 is like 2,000 blocks away?
Just kidding. It's just memorizing some numbers. At the stronghold, I know that the 4-4 of a chunk leads to the starter staircase. And from there, I can use Forsen's Law to find the end portal
6, 7, 7. There we go.
And fail my 1 cycle. Beating the game at 1 hour and 15 minutes. 15 minutes faster than my previous one, but still not sub 1 hour. If only I hadn't spent 15 minutes hitting the Ender Dragon, the outcome could have been different. Studying the Ender Dragon fight is actually very complicated. There's a lot of small details, such as always spawning on the west side of the island, the dragon should perch from the north or south, and you should stand exactly 78 blocks away from the center. But here is the main point.
Alright, so for the Ender Dragon fight, because you always spawn on the west side of the island, you want to just pearl towards the center. And once you're at the center, you always want to put your obsidian on the left side like so, and then you want to wait between these 2 pillars over here as to force the Ender Dragon to perch from that side. Alright, the dragon's now heading between these 2 pillars. Wanna see any sharp changes? Like that. That's a sharp change right there. That means he is perching. We also want to go in the direction that he turns. He turned left here, and then now we just have to explode the bed. Like so, whenever his hitboxes reaches the middle. Boom. And just like that, that's how you defeat the Ender Dragon in 1 cycle.
I now have all the skills needed to get my sub 1 hour run. However, my gameplay was not very consistent.
Why did the 2 guys just spawn at?
No! This is largely due to my inability to recognize different types of Bastion when they're buried in terrain. And thus I die the most outrageous deaths. It also creates a situation where no piglins are in sight and I'm forced to trade 100 gold ingots with 1 piglet. Thankfully, I made up the time loss by finding the fortress a few minutes later. Now I just have to measure the stronghold and it's 2,000 blocks away. Which means I would need to measure once more, leaving me with 11 eyes.
Fuck me.
Luckily, the portal already had an eye in it. This is 30% chance, by the way. It is not a good play, and every time this happens, I think that 11 eyes is enough. I will get punished for this very soon.
Fuck, man.
Anyways, I finally succeeded in my 1 cycle and got 51 minutes, 25 seconds. My first ever sub 1 hour run. That is a 24-minute improvement. But my win streak was only getting started.
Alright, let me tell you the route. So you have to mine up here, and then this gives them a piglin to jump up here. And then from here, you come up here, you take a left, and then you take a left again. Take a left again, block this off, and let me use cobblestone for this. And then you want to put 2 of these blocks over here, mine this and this to the left, and there's your 1 gold right here. You take that. And if you mine a little bit under, you take these 2. And then to get these gold, you want to just push them out like so. Nice. And then afterwards, you want to mine this block right here, mine this, so they fall down, and you do that. Afterwards, you take these 3 blocks of gold, you put them in your hand, you want to throw half of them. Oh, sorry. You want to throw half of them underwards, and then after that, you mine this in the front, you hunt in this hole, you block yourself up. 1, 2, 3, and then you mine 4 blocks forward. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Just mine these 4 gold blocks here, and then boom. And then now you can mine this to your left, and they'll all drop down. Oh, I did it. It's my first time doing that. That's fun.
24-minute nether exit. This was insane. I was on pace for a sub-30 run, and my Eyes of Ender went to 2 different directions, meaning I rode the farthest stronghold possible. But no worries, I still made it to stronghold by minute 40, and once again I high rolled for another 11-eye portal.
We gotta go to the end portal, and we have to do a quick setup. I just stared at Enderman, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm so fucking stupid. Here, thank you. Oh my fucking god, we lost! I fucking choked, I'm so sad.
Well, ignoring that horrendous mistake, I was certainly getting better. The only issue now is that my stronghold was unbelievably far away, which consumes more Eyes of Ender in the process. If only there was a way to solve this. Okay, now don't tell anybody about this, but every speedrunner is actually botting their runs. Let me explain. Speedrunners use this program called Ninja Brain Bot to find strongholds. By throwing 2 Eyes of Ender and lining up your crosshair perfectly, Ninja Brain Bot calculates the exact coordinates of the nearest stronghold. Not only that, but it gives you the nether location as well. And since every block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, it means we can travel 8 times faster. And with that, I calibrated the bot for the next few hours. Going into hour 30, my goal was a sub 30-minute run, which would be a 21-minute improvement from my personal best. This is a tall task, so let's start by breaking my last run into parts. I left the overworld at 6 minutes, found the Bastion at 9, left it at 24, arrived at a fortress at 28, exit the nether at 32, traveled to the stronghold at 46, went to the end at 49, and slayed the dragon at 51 minutes. Of these, I think we all know which one stands out the most. What in the god green earth am I doing at the Bastion for 15 minutes? Am I doing a survival let's play? What am I doing? It's fine. This can simply be fixed with just more training. The other large time save I can do is the 14-minute stronghold travel time. We can cut this down to 2 or 3 using Ninja Brain. All in total, we can at least save 18 minutes. As for the remaining 3 to make up 21, well, we can just leave it to luck. Okay, I spawned in a fortress. That is crazy. Oh, this is housing. Perfect. Is that it? Nice. Oh. Let's go! Oh, 37 minutes, 51 seconds, 14 minutes faster than my last run. The only thing left now was to shave off 7 minutes for that sweet sub 30. And that's when I discovered the shipwreck star. And what is special about a shipwreck is that it gives a boatload of iron in exchange for little to no food. The only issue is, where do we build the nether portal? Well, why not underwater? With just 3 doors, we can enter the overworld at 3 minutes instead of the usual 5. Anyways, it was hard to find a good shipwreck seed to practice on, so I tried replaying the same seed over and over to perfect my fundamentals. And by that I mean spending an hour trying to quick loot. Man, what was I thinking? It would have been way better to just die to piglins instead. Which I did. But with each death, I was faster at crafting, my underwater portal was no longer messy, and I held zero fear towards my enemies, even when fighting blazes on half a heart. And by playing as risky as possible, I was able to get a 17-minute nether exit, which was faster than my fastest time by 5 minutes. Eventually I reached the stronghold at 22 minutes, but failed to find the portal room. I mean, come on, where is it? So I had to cheat. And I slayed the dragon at 34 minutes. This could have definitely been way faster. The thing is, I have the skills needed for a sub 30, it's just that I don't have enough experience. It's the small things too, like not standing still before I throw my Eyes of Ender, which causes a desync with the server, leading to a wrong stronghold coordinate. This was a 22-minute run too. So unfortunate. Then there's the more complicated ones, like using E-Ray, which uses your field of view to check for high entity count indicating that there is a Bastion. With the one exception that a Bastion spawns right next to you. And I completely threw this good seed away. Here are some of the rules that I found. Don't use wood on lava. Wow, shocking. And definitely don't craft your beds at the Ender Dragon fight, or you will miss the perch timing, waiting 3 minutes for the next perch and break your desk.
Holy fuck, I can't even place it, man.
Every one of these silly mistakes was just another rule added to my ever so expanding list. And soon, it all came together.
Oh, hey, look, there's my fortress. And it's in the bumfuck middle of nowhere. I almost died. Right here. Wow, just perfectly. Alright, time to die in a funny way. Failing this. For sub 50, to be honest. Is that the end room? Stronghold? If I just mine it, what happens then? Let's go! Wait, I actually beat it!
3520, a 2-minute improvement from my previous record. There were 2 things I did wrong this run. One is swimming in lava for 5 minutes, and the other is eating 28 breads over 30 minutes. How I'm such a badass, I will never know. But again, all of this comes down to inexperience. If only there was a way for me to practice more runs instead of endlessly rolling for seeds. Luckily, there is. Let me introduce you to MCSR, Minecraft Speedrun Ranked, a community-made server where you can speedrun on filter seeds. Just choose your seed type, and boom, it's time to play. The best thing about it is that there are no excuses. So if I can't get a sub 30, even after getting to the Nether Fortress at 11 minutes, I think it's obvious whose fault it is. Spoiler, it's my fault. I somehow failed the Ender Dragon fight 3 times in a row.
Oh my
Lord
god.
have mercy. But if there's something you should know about me, it's that I never make the same mistake twice. Which means I need to first make every mistake possible. I'm going to be honest, I've lost track of how many sub 30 runs I have through because of the silliest mistakes. In fact, let's take a count. Here, I forgot to set my respawn point before doing a hunger reset at 21 minutes. And here, right before the Ender Dragon fight, I misplaced my obsidian, failing the 1 cycle. And then I proceeded to crash out.
Man, all I need is just a little bit of help.
This is a classic case of Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. But what if I experience every wrong possible? Then only one outcome remains. What can go right will go right.
Look at my practice movements. They look kinda smooth, no? There we go. Oh, I almost failed that. Huh? I'm trolling. Sorry. Mr. Dolphin, you're gonna have to get away from me. Thank you. So, 3-minute 30-second entry. That's not bad. This. Oops. A little bit of trolling is fine here and there. Like that. Perfect. And my route is done. Would you look at that? Hop. Oh! We found it. Nice. We found a blaze spawner. And then bop. Nice. And then let's figure out where the stronghold is. Oh my god, I keep shaking. I can't stop. I actually can't stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Does this work or what? Poggers. Let's go over here. 1, 2. Ooh, 3. And then what we have to do here is set spawn point. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put my blocks there, and then I'll put like that. Oops. Oh, I also need Eyes of Ender, of course. Oh. Let's go! Oh my god, I almost failed that bet. Let's go, fucking sub 30, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
26 minutes, 55 seconds. My first sub 30-minute run. A 9-minute difference from my previous record. I was now 10 minutes away from beating XQC. In hour 61, I was once again on pace to beat my record. If I didn't get killed by these stupid drown, that is.
This is so fucking stupid, actually. How do I get killed by a stupid ass drown? Why is it throwing shit at me?
And in a couple of runs after that, I was once again given another chance.
Fuck.
Ha! I was so close to beating my record. I could practically feel it. But for the rest of the day, I couldn't find another good seed. So I went back to MCSR. And while going through these runs, it's crazy to think that I used to take 12 minutes exiting the overworld. Now I only take a mere 2.5 minutes. My Bastion time also reduced from what was 14 to now 4 minutes. I was constantly getting to the fortress by 12 minutes and the stronghold by 16 minutes. In these 10 hours, my skill exploded. I was nearly getting a sub 20 run every game. So when I got my MCSR run of 17 minutes, I wasn't even surprised. I was going to beat my next goal of sub 25 minutes by a long shot. Well, that was what I thought. But in hour 71, I was dying to piglins way too often. I couldn't understand why that is. And that's when I realized I was holding myself to a high standards. Because I wasn't on pace with what I normally get in MCSR, I was taking more risks to cut that time down. So after changing back my mindset, I once again had another chance to beat my record. The Overworld, 3 minutes, Bastion, 5 minutes, Fortress, 10, Stronghold, 16 minutes and 41 seconds. This could be a sub 20.
I'm panicking. Dude, my hand's shaking. I literally can't do it. Right side. Fuck, I can't place it. Fuck me. It doesn't let me place it. I'm so sad. Ah, I lost the 20-minute run. Ah, it's whatever. I choked it.
If you haven't noticed, a sub 20 meant a lot to me. It is not only the result of perfection, but a good amount of luck as well. Every good seed was a precious opportunity that I found only after hours of shifting through seeds. It was beyond heartbreaking to lose them like this. But it's fine. I still had 20 hours left. And this time, I entered the stronghold at 14 minutes and 23 seconds. But I threw it by not finding the portal room even after 8 minutes of searching. To fix this problem, I learned the final technique for this video: preemptive navigation. By going to game render in the pie chart, there exist block entities and unspecified entities. And there exists a ratio of values that indicates if the direction you're looking at contains a silverfish spawner, which is the portal room. However, computer hardware, mob counts, mine shafts, and tons of other variables can mess this ratio up, which is why there are entire documents on this technique. But I'm glad I learned it, as in hour 91, I was finally in the portal room. Except my karma has finally caught up to me. This is 30% chance, by the way. It is not a good play, and every time this happens, I think that 11 eyes is enough. I will get punished for this very soon.
Wait, what? I lost. Ha ha ha.
Another opportunity lost. At this point, these weren't even mistakes anymore. I could never close a run.
What? Okay.
I was a choker. Like, how am I dying to a zombie? You can't make this shit up.
I don't get it.
And worse yet, my whole chat was betting on my downfall. I wish I could tell you all the times I choked a sub 20 run. From digging straight down into lava, jumping into a boat in a 1 cycle, or punching a silverfish that pushed me into lava. This was already
This guy's a
past the
fucking
100 hour mark. There was only so much time left before I had to give up on this challenge. I mean, I was playing for 10 hours straight every day. And through all these trials and errors, I was finally given another chance.
Oh, fuck. Fuck. Fuck, man. I'm just so unlucky. I'm just so unlucky, man. Why did the fucking Enderman come at me?
This was devastating. Maybe my chat was correct. I'm just a choker, and this was my limit. But I didn't want to give up just yet. This challenge meant a lot to me, and I wanted to finish out what I had started. So I grinded my last few hours and accepted whatever results came.
It's there all the way in the distance. Wow, I might be the navigator. Shit. I didn't measure it. It's that way, I think. Oh, there's multiple spikes. That's not good. Is it this way? Here, it is. I know. Is that 8? Let's fucking go, baby! Let's fucking go! I'm no choker! Fucking go.
17 minutes and 53 seconds. 9 minutes faster than my previous best. So after all of this, did I beat XQC? No, I was 1 minute and 15 seconds too late. So I was the worst gamer after all. But I think that's okay. If there's something I learned from this video, it is that human beings are defined by their journey, rather than their results. But maybe that is what a loser would say. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, follow me on Twitch, or you can subscribe and watch another video. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.